SeaRoxx. Thanks for joining me today. I have a question for you. Have you ever been scrolling through Pinterest or flipping through a magazine? Although we don't do that much anymore, but maybe walking through Home Goods or Target or some home decor place, and you look at these large pieces of art or small pieces of art, anyway, art in itself, and you think to yourself, I really want to do that, but I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to start. I don't know what products they use. Well, join me this summer for a series of DIY you can do this kind of art. What we're going to start with is we're going to jump on that ever-loving viral trend of aluminum foil. So I hope you stick around for this summer series, and I'll see you throughout the summer. And yep, you guessed it. Let's dive in. So today we're going to explore creating that high-end looking piece of art with, yes, as I already said, aluminum foil. We're going to start with some simple materials and one that will even surprise you. You're going to need a canvas or wood panel board and a very simple design of your choosing. Don't forget some yummy colors. I chose these three and some white. Don't forget your favorite modeling paste. I'm trying this new product and I'll let you know what I think about it. Come along with me as we hunt down that aluminum foil. This is one of my studio dogs. That's Blue. He's my little cling wrap. And yeah, there is tape on the floor. Anyway, so let's get that aluminum foil and go back to the studio. So any simple design will do. I just transferred mine using the old school method you've seen in my other videos. And then I'm just going to take that aluminum foil, preferably on camera, and just crumple it up and then just carefully unfold it, uncrumple it. So it has now a little texture added to it. As you go along, you're just going to kind of piece this together like a puzzle. And I just glued it right on and then let the glue dry. My favorite glue to use for a project like this is Aleene's Turbo Tacky Glue because it dries super fast, and this isn't something that needs to dry overnight necessarily. And I may be a little impatient. Who knows? I do want to add that all the products I'm using today will be listed in the description with some links to Amazon, because what's easier than Amazon? Let's be honest. But anyway, it's an affiliate link, and if you choose to use them, that would be fabulous. Once you're ready to paint, I prefer using a natural sponge on the foil just because it has an irregular surface and it just grabs and fills where it needs to in a more natural looking state. And if you're wanting to follow this tutorial exactly according to the colors that I use this darker navy down the center. Think of it as the center of the water being the deeper and darkest. Also starting with a darker on the bottom and layering up into the lighter colors up into the white at the very top, and it gives you dimension that way. That first color was a navy blue. Any dark blue will work. And then on top of that, I'm going to add a turquoise, and I'm going to run that turquoise right out to the edges. And because I'm a little anal, I am going to use a paintbrush to get right up to that edge without painting my white completely blue. And I'm just going to dab, dab, dab right up to the very edge of the foil. Now we're ready for color number 3. It's that next one that's lighter. And this is Ocean Green. Happens to be one of my very favorite colors, and it gives it that real Arctic feel along with the white. So I'm going to be using my finger. Yes, I know I have a wonky finger, but hey, my nails are kind of cute, aren't they? Anyway, I'm going to use my finger to apply that Arctic green across the top because I feel like I have a little more control. I don't want to use a lot of it and I don't want it as evenly coated as the sponge will give. Now, if you prefer to use a paintbrush, that would be okay. Just use a dry brush method, which just kind of skims it right across the top. If you're enjoying today's video so far, please give it a like and click that bell. It lets me and the algorithm know you like what you're watching. Now, the last color I'm adding to the aluminum foil is the white. You can think of it perhaps as white foam, white cap, something like that. And again, it gives more of an Arctic look to it. And I am using my finger. Again, you can use a brush, paintbrush, and use a dry brush method, which just skims right over the top. The paint is dry, and look how striking and stunning this looks already. How those different colors interact with each other, and it gives the depth and dimension that you would want. Now, on to a secret ingredient that I teased in the very beginning. So, this is a board that I use for different little sample tests. And right there is the difference. Do you see all that sparkle? That's what we're going to create. Now I'm going to show you my way, but I'll also give you some alternatives. I'm going to start by using a gloss gel medium. You could use Mod Podge. I'm going to use a sponge, and the secret ingredient is little glass shards, real glass shards. Now you could use iridescent glitter and it will give a very similar look. Now, I really like using gloss gel medium because when I use it like this, it itself adds texture, which is very cool. And you'll be able to see that when I go in with a sponge, it leaves kind of a texture all by itself, but it's also an adhesive. So when I go in and put the glass shards on it, and I'm going to work in small batches, it will stick to it. Make sure if you use the glass shards that you are wearing gloves or you're going to cut up your fingers, and that would not be pleasant. So I'm sprinkling those little shards right on, and then I'm going to just tap them lightly into the medium so that it sticks to it. And then I'm going to completely leave it alone so that it dries. Continue to working in those small batches, but look how beautiful this looks already and it's not even dry. Can you see the sparkle? All right, I am done with this so far. I need to let it dry, but come with me. I need to pick something up at Walmart that I forgot. Oh, let's stop a moment and appreciate that sparkle. So, what did I forget? I forgot that I wanted to use this silicone caulking. It's by DAP. It's called Alex Fast Dry. It is dry in about 20 to 30 minutes, enough to paint. So, for those who are impatient, like I am, this stuff is fabulous. Now, I decided to add a lip to this so that when I put that modeling paste right up to this, it will have a bit of a dimensional lip. It'll kind of raise up. Anyway, you'll see it at the end how it kind of works out, but this is the way to get it. And all I'm doing is just running along the edge where the foil meets the board. So it's kind of sealing that spot in addition to just creating dimension. Now, something I like to do just to finish this edge a little bit, even though it's going to be covered up, is take a little brush with some water added to it and just kind of blend out that bottom part so it seals nicely to the board. And then you're just going to repeat the process on the other side. Blend it out, and then make sure you let it dry the recommended time before you add any paint to it. Now, when I went to paint this, I realized this would look so much better if I ran the water right off of the edge, and it would look 100 times more professional. So that's exactly what I did. And look at it. It's awesome, isn't it? I love it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you like the original version or the water flowing over the edge? Now let's paint this Arctic creation and get it ready for its modeling paste. Don't forget to paint the edges, and don't forget to put modeling paste on those edges as well. Now, seeing that I forgot to seal the foil on the bottom side, let's not forget to seal the top side. I'm going to use a gloss varnish by Liquitex, and we're going to put that right over the top of the paint. And remember to go light-handed because you don't want to scrape off or paint off any of those shards or glitter that you added. Now it's time to break out your modeling paste. This is a new modeling paste for me, but any kind will do. I was looking for a heavier bodied modeling paste, one that I could get a lot more depth and height with and not crack. And this one was what was available. And I will say that I really do like this, and it did not crack. And I was able to put it on thicker than your average modeling paste. So that is something to think about after I said, any modeling paste will do. It will. Just make sure it's not going to crack when you make these like fluffy things that I'm making on the edge, or whatever you like to do. If you like to make big swirls, just make sure it's not going to crack when you do that. And this brand, this Bluebird modeling paste, and is a very nice product to use. I will put the link in the description for you. And if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. That way you never miss a video. Now, I did forget to video, and I apologize. I did clean up and smooth out just a bit more those big white areas. And when it dried, the modeling paste dried, it dried down actually quite a bit. So it's kind of hard to see until you get the paint on here. But it's not quite as textured as I was hoping it to be, but that's okay because that Arctic middle, all of that blue is so heavily textured. And I really like the contrast between a little smoother and then the heavily textured in the middle. And I am just giving this its final coat of paint, and that is just a good quality white paint. I'm doing the top and the edges, as I said, don't forget those. Look how beautiful all those colors are coming together. The crisp white and those beautiful blues, just creating this beautiful Arctic piece with all that sparkle. We've got one more thing to do, and then this piece is completely finished. We don't want to forget to seal all of that white. We sealed the center. Now we're going to seal all of the white with a matte varnish by Liquitex, and that will add a nice complementary contrast to our piece. Now, while today's art was a manageable 11 by 14 size, you could always go big, like these examples. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you found some inspiration in today's aluminum foil art, and maybe you feel even ready to try it on your own. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me bring more creative content your way. And join the SeaRoxx family to connect with me on other social media platforms for more behind-the-scenes fun. If you've enjoyed this video, I've attached another one at the end, and I think you'll like that as well. I also do hope you enjoyed the silly AI videos. I couldn't resist. Until next time, stay creative, and remember, find your flow and make it glow.